What is up, everybody? My name is Andrew, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival on Pertam. This is episode number 53, and this is going to be a bit of a cleanup episode. We're going to try to clean up all this random stuff we have, that stuff right there, that right there. We're going to try and get these welded. We're going to try to do a little thing with our launch pad here. This is mostly a maintenance episode and a cleanup one, and we're going to get a lot of things done. But I want your comments about one thing. I want to do something big in this series, and I don't know what it's going to be. It could be making a ship. It could be making a giant building. I don't know. I need a new project. So let me know in the comments what you think we should do next. And with that, let's move on to our cleaning episode here. We're going to start things off by removing this landing pad here. Since we now have a lot of space over here inside the hangar, we don't need the landing pad anymore. So we're going to remove the landing pad and we're going to convert it into a little bit of a living quarters. I guess we'll start with that. Let's go ahead and make sure that there's nothing inside here. There is some stuff. We'll take that. Oops, I'm out of space. Let me go ahead and remove some space here, or remove some stuff rather, so that I can store what we're about to get. In fact, maybe I'll go ahead and grab a little bit of hydrogen as well. I always want to stay on top of my hydrogen, so that oh, we ran out of ice there. We might have to find more ice, or actually we probably have some more in here. If I had to guess, let's see, ice, vanilla ice. There we go. We're gonna grab a couple thousand, throw that in here, and that'll be our new ice. We're gonna renovate this too, actually. I really need to get to that because it's been like that for so long where it's not even really connected to anything via the connectors here, or the conveyors, which is kind of weird. So we should probably renovate that. Okay, this might have a lot in it. I hope it doesn't. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Okay, we're now full. We have these connections. Maybe I'll just keep these here. It doesn't matter to me that they're here. I don't know if we're going to use them. What would we use them for in a thing? Maybe we'll pressurize this section. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I know some of you are fans of pressurization. Maybe we'll give it a go. Let me grab a door. I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw down a door. And can I use one of these cool doors? I mean, I could use something like this. If it's going to be pressurized, that would look cool. All right, we'll do it just like that. So it's basically two doors. 1, 2. Actually, let's just get them welded up here, and then I'll show you how it goes. But it's going to be our little pressurization doors. Weld that one up and weld this one up, and now we have our doors. So this one closes like that, and this one closes like that as well. It's kind of a small area, but this is our little pressurization room. You get a little claustrophobic in here, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah. So these are going to be used for the vents. And so we're gonna go with something like this. Are these pressurizable though? I don't know. We're gonna go with something like that and then a vent on either side. I'll even turn this one over so it's facing the wall just like that. And then we're gonna use a vent. Now they did actually add these air vents here in the latest DLC, I believe these are part of. They're these. And we're going to use one on each side. These ones are actually animated, I believe. So you can see the fan blades spinning around, which is really cool. I love the new animated blocks that they add to the game in the DLCs. Hot take, maybe. I don't know. I kind of like Space Engineers DLC system. They add functional blocks for free, and they add looks blocks like this as part of DLC. I think it's kind of cool. Again, hot takes from Andrew here. But yeah. Okay, we now have vents. Perfect. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to grab some interior. Actually, I have them here already. We're going to grab some interior walls, and we're going to make ourselves a bit of a wall here. And I think I'm going to use this side because I actually really like the look of of that side right there. And what I need to figure out is how I want to connect it to this. Because we might have to just remove these half windows because there's no real point to having them if we're going to have, unless we have like the quarters look out into this half window area. So these here need to go because they're actually above the, oh, whoops. Oh, okay. Somehow I got that block. My bad. Okay, let's grab a couple blocks, and we've replaced all of our little conveyors with these ones here because those conveyors that we had before were put in a time where these blocks didn't exist. So we'll replace them with the nicer editions of them. And then let me grab that in the build planner, and we'll get that one built up. So that'll be actually pretty nice, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to be placing stuff on top of them anyway. These blocks to be exact. I just need a couple of interior walls here. And then, yeah. So we're gonna face that like that, and then we're gonna turn this. I guess we'll put them right here. Although maybe I'll put them right here. That'll give us, that's plenty of space actually. We'll expand this to basically to go out to like there. So this is going to be kind of a massive living quarters, much too big for one person such as myself. But you know, if you're going to make a mansion, I guess you make a mansion, right? Okay, so that'll be about the size of a room here. I think this will be perfect. We'll have a little bed somewhere. We'll have this. This will have its own oxygen right here, and this one will too. This will be like a main corridor kind of thing, I think. Although maybe we want to. I guess we have pipes over here. We could put another oxygen pipe in this room. Okay, I'm going for heavy armor on the roof here because I think I've learned my lesson from the Reavers. We put heavy armor now on the surroundings. And just so that they can't very easily wipe us off the face of the earth, or of the Pertam, I guess, in this case. But anyway, yeah, that's about the size of it. It's not gonna be this tall. That's the roof layer, so it's gonna be like, it's gonna come in like that. Basically. It's gonna be a lot of heavy armor, but we've been doing pretty well with our heavy armors. We've heavy armored a lot of the things in the hangar, and it's not that hard to do once we have the welder up and running, which right now I believe it's below the hangar in that little room we built. So yeah, this will stop any Reaver that's attacking the base from just easily killing our nice home area. Don't worry, it's gonna look better than just that from inside. This is a lot of heavy armor actually, but I think we have the technology. Oh my gosh, right now with it looking like this, it kind of looks like a studio. Like you buy out like an entire warehouse to have a film studio or something, and this would be like the room set. That's what studios always look like. They have like walls that don't go to the ceiling because the warehouse is so tall. So the rooms are just kind of like that. This right here is going to be the enclosing bit, and maybe I'll leave. Well, I won't leave any blocks free. So it's gonna be a big cube on the outside, and we'll add some texturing to make it look nicer, especially on this side here. But on the inside, we're gonna make it look nicer as well. So let me make sure I have enough power to continue because we're running a little bit low. All right, I'm gonna get some of the interior walls built up, and I'm gonna remove that block right there so we have an easy access to here, and that'll help us out with our welding speed. So we can get most of these welded up, and then I'll do some of the interior stuff. And finally, when we go to weld the outside of the hangar, we'll go and weld the ceiling of this as well. This room right here is looking pretty good. I'm gonna see about, how do I wanna do because I wanna get a window in here actually. Where do I wanna put the window? Maybe we'll put a window on this side, looking out. And we'll get a window right here as well. So the bed has a little window on the outside, so if I put the bed there, I can't actually see outside there, which is kind of cool. And then this I'm going to remove, and I'll actually fill in that one, I guess. And I want to put in one of these cooler blocks like that. There we go, something like that. So you have a little bit of room right here. It's not just the beds right there. You have a little bit of room you can pop in, and there's the bed. This I will remove to make it look a little nicer. And in fact, this flooring maybe I should remove and replace with something a little better. All right, our flooring pass is going pretty well. Let's get the entire floor done, and then we can do a little bit of interior design work, and then we'll get the rest of this thing pressurized. Although it's not going to actually pressurize until we have this thing right here fixed. We need to make an oxygen room, basically. All right, perfect. Right, so we have that figured out over there. Then I think we're gonna put in, since we're doing a little bit of interior design, we're gonna go to our decorations blocks. We're gonna grab a locker, I wanna say. And we're gonna, actually, do we have a master block for all these things? Perchance? No, I don't think we do. Okay, so we'll just put the locker here. The locker kind of fits right there, so we'll throw it in. And I'm gonna throw this armory right there to kind of break up the room a little bit. So we have this kind of corner right here, which is our little sleeping corner. And then we're gonna have a little lounging area maybe over here with some couches. All right, I made a little TV nook over here so you can kind of like sit down right there and you can watch the TV over here. So that's kind of neat. I don't know, maybe we'll put something on it. There we go. That that is the TV. Okay, so the room's looking nice. We need a little work area, maybe a little computer area, even. There's my little work zone right there. I record all my videos here. All right, everybody, let me show you around the newly renovated room. First in front, you can see the TV, which is very obviously a TV. There's a storm going on, which is why it's a little dusty in here. Although I will say the dust adds a lot of really nice lighting effects. We've got my little gaming setup here with the lack of a computer, I guess. We've got my TV, my little couch area, little trees, which are nice. Then we have the massive vent, as well as the, sleeping area, which is back here. I think it's pretty neat. We've got one little window right next to the sleeping area where you can see the damaged hangar over there. But yeah, that's the room. It's got, oh, right. It's got that up top, which I plan to turn into like lighting or something. And if I can have it track the day, that would be really cool, I think. With like if you could do like a daylight sensor, I could have it do like blue during the day and then like a darker color during the night. It'd be really cool, like a big strip of light up top. But yeah, so that's the first room here, and the rest of it's not really done much. So yeah, I'm going to put some light armor on the outside here to kind of defend these blocks a little bit, and it'll provide like a little buffer between that area and this. I will still leave that gap right there for now while we're building in here. But yeah, so a little bit of light armor on the outside that will weld up eventually. Okay, I think this room is, or the building, I guess, is coming along pretty nicely. We've got a little bit of a lounge area here that I've just built up. There we go. Like you kind of sit right here, and I guess you can interrogate whoever's sitting right here. This is the hot seat. So yeah, a little bit of a lounge room right there. And then we have a bar over here, which we're building up. It's gonna take a second to get all these built up, but we'll get them there in due time, all in due time. There we go. The bar is now set up. Okay, all the interior plates are now interior plated. I guess the only thing we need for this place to be pressurized are the facilities to pressurize, which we don't have currently, and the actual welding at the top. I guess we'll make the facilities to pressurize real quick. That's not going to require that much. What we need is an oxygen tank, and then we need a corresponding hydrogen tank to collect that stuff so it doesn't go to waste. This is pretty secure now. I'd say things in here probably won't explode. So we could put our hydrogen in here. It wouldn't be a big problem. Let's see what tanks we have. So we got our oxygen tank right here, and our hydrogen tank, we can use the small version of it, which will be nice. So for this, I'm going to stick our oxygen tank. Maybe we'll make two. I don't know that well, maybe we won't need to. Maybe I'll just make one for now. The other thing I could do is I could make my oxygen room in like back there. It'd be a little more secure because it's way down here. It'd be really hard to attack. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Oxygen and hydrogen over here. And then even if they do explode, it wouldn't be so bad. There's not much here. All right, there we go. We have an oxygen tank right there and a little hydrogen tank right here, both connected up top like that because we already had the little infrastructure there. We have another slot in case we start running low on one of them, or low on space for one of them, and want another one. So now we have that. It would be nice to have it. Actually, you know what? The O2H2 generator can go there. O2H2. And I guess we'll have to change this up if things ever start get full, but for now it'll be fine. I got enough for 2 O2H2 generators by accident, and I accidentally smacked into something over there. Not bad. So this will stick like that, and we're gonna remove some of the dirt underneath us here. We're gonna make a little room out of this. All right, here's our new and improved ice room. Let's go grab some ice. It's already grabbing some oxygen. Where's it getting that from? Oh, this has pulled some ice already, so this is already working. And we also have tanks in here. Oh, perfect. Okay. So this is already filling these up. Yep, that has 10%. This has 50%. Oh my gosh, we might need a second oxygen tank. That's fine. Well, we can build a second one. And then we need to decide on our med bay. In fact, maybe we'll move our med bay into... No, I actually kind of want to keep it out here. I was going to say maybe move it into there, but maybe we'll make a second one in there. I want to keep it out here because it's nice and in the open. It's very easy to get to when I need to recharge my health or anything like that. So I think we do keep it out here. As far as this goes, we can probably come in here real quick and just take a little bit of this. So that block we're going to turn into a T-junction. Okay, and then this stuff we're gonna grab because we don't need it anymore on here. We're gonna put it in there and that as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove that. Actually, real quick before we do, I would like to grab that. Unfortunately, I don't think I can brace this this block at all. Oh wait, I can from the top actually. So I'll brace it there. Then we can remove that. Add that up with a little bit of welding. We now have a connected oxygen tank. So that's now connected to the base, which means we should be able to get hydrogen. We are. Nice. Okay. And I can fill this in as well. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That's now much better. That also means that we can probably pressurize this room here. If I close this door, it's going to unpressurize when I open it. But if I close that door, this room should try to pressurize with the oxygen that we have, unless this is blocking, which it might be. That's the only thing I can see that would be blocking. So let's remove these and we'll replace them, but overturned. No, it's still not liking it. Okay, where is the gap? Today we're playing a game of where is the gap. We need to figure out what is not pressurizable. It could be these TVs. I don't know if TVs are pressurizable. Okay, that's fine. We'll come back to this with once we have everything else pressurized. So let's hop in our welder and start doing that. Real quick, I want to take a status check on our iron situation. Let's see how much we've got in here. We are, I believe, out. We're out of iron, so we're gonna need to do an iron trip. I wonder how much of this we can get welded before we do. Let's see, how much iron do we have? Or steel plates, rather. 7,000. So we can maybe get this entire structure welded, but we wouldn't be able to also get the hangar welded. That's a bummer. It means we have to go for an iron trip. Let's do an iron expedition. There we go. You've got 1 hour of power. Awesome. I can use that. Yeah, this is our iron mine, but we've all but depleted it. That's why we're no longer getting an iron signal from this thing. So I think what we'll do is we'll head off and get a different iron then. And it shouldn't be too hard to find because we can see the white splotches of ores around us. So we'll look for one that's kind of near our base. And I'm sure there is one somewhere. Here's one of our little weapon bases. Nice. Keeping us safe. Okay, let's try out this little area right here. See if this is a little bit of iron. Iron, perfect. Okay, this is our new iron. We're gonna make a little indent right here. And we're gonna start headed down. All right, beautiful iron. A nice healthy deposit of iron. We haven't seen one in a bit. Okay, let's grab some of this and we'll see how much we can get. We should be able to get more than we did last time because I think one of our thrusters was broken. Oh my gosh, it's become nighttime as we were mining in there. Okay, we can't tilt straight up to go out this hole, so I need to mine as we go at this angle, which is fine. It means we have a lot of iron on us. In fact, how much iron do we have? Let's find out. 422,000 plus 4,000, so a decent chunk of iron. Let's head back to our base over here. And I did get a message while I was in there that the combat phase is active, so that's that'll be fun. Looks like our little defenders, which are I didn't add lights to them. I really should have added lights to them so I could see them. They're on one of those ridges right there, but it looks like they might have to defend us. Oh right, you know what's important actually is that I no longer have a place to put this thing that's not inside the hangar, so I need to go in the hangar for this to put it there. I need to rethink how this thing discharges power because currently it's just discharging power, but nothing is collecting the power. So I need like secondary batteries to be collecting the power at all times or something. I don't know. I need to figure out how that's gonna work. You know what? For now, we'll put this inside here since we have a little connector right there. That'll allow it to grab the iron. With all that new iron coming in, I'm going to go ahead and tell this to make me another 20k steel plates. And I'm also going to tell it to make me another 10k metal grids because we have a lot of heavy armor stuff that we need to do. So let's also get down to the bottom here, and I need to take this down, I believe, because if our thing's down there, I need a way to get up. We'll take our little elevator down, let it hang out right there, and then we'll hop in this guy. So this, I need to to give some stuff, I believe. So if I go to welder, cargo, this is everything it has. Oh, it actually does have a decent chunk of stuff, but let me go to storage 1. And I'll grab a couple more of these. So I have 15 of those, 15k, and then I'll grab a couple more of these as well. So I have only about 5k of those, but let me grab another 2k here. So that should be enough for me to do quite a bit of damage on the stuff that still needs welding. So let's go up top if I can fit here. I think so. Yes, perfect. And we'll go this way. Oh, this gap is still a gap, so we can exploit that. All right, and let's begin welding. Should be able to get this entire chunk done. This entire little building right here. Just with the stuff we have on board right now. I actually did end up running out of steel plates. I only got through about 2/3 of what we have, or maybe even half, because I have the whole back side as well. So we need more. Okay, so we managed to use all of our steel plates that we had brought. So let's bring all of them. And we'll bring another couple of these as well. So we have 6,000 of those, which should be enough to complete the rest of the roof. I don't think it'll be enough to complete the rest of the back, though. But this is why we need so many steel plates, because it's so expensive to just build all these heavy armors. Which that's on me, to be fair. I did add all these heavy armors. I was the architect here. Okay, we didn't quite get through the entire roof there, but we got through most of it, just with one set of blocks missing. Why? Damage? Why? Jay? There we go. I had to put my helmet on. But yeah, okay, so we just have those blocks and that block right there, and then we'll be pretty much done. I have one little block right there that I damaged by accident by backing into. So we need to do that bit as well. But we're almost there. You know what I'm gonna do? Real quick. This is kind of weird, but I'm gonna throw down the that, grab myself some battered armor, and I'm actually gonna put like a little line out like that for these middle ones. So we'll line out like this, so that it's easier to back into these, because third person's a little weird in this hangar. It's a little hard to get to. So I'm just gonna put it like that, so that as we're backing up, even in first person, we can see if we're aligned. We should really have like a height one too on the opposite wall. But yeah, this should be pretty close. And now I can go to third person and see that I've totally missed the mark. But at least we're aligned one way. Lock that there. Grab a couple steel plates. There we go. And then we have a couple down here that we need to get. Not too many, this set over here. But I don't know, we might not have enough to get all of these. We were at least able to get all those. Maybe all these as well? Now the question is, can we get these last 6 blocks? We will see. And the answer is no. We could get a couple of them, but maybe we'll get those other ones by hand. Let's go put this back in its rightful spot, and we'll go check out what we've done. There's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. Okay, the entire block is now welded up on the outside. So now this entire thing should be pressurizable. Let me close that, because I don't know if it's pressurized in there. Wait for a second. Open that. Open this. And it is not pressurized yet. Do you need to be turned to like something else? Okay, if I close this, are you pressurized? Yes, you're pressurized if I close that. So it must be where the TV is. Oh, shoot, I did it too fast. So where this TV is, I'm thinking is where it's having a little bit of a leak. Okay, you're now pressurized. If I open, you're now pressurized. So it must have been where the TV was that it wasn't pressurizing. But hey, we now have a pressurizable room. If I take off my helmet, I can breathe. Although we can breathe on the rest of Pertam as well. So I don't know why I necessarily felt the need to pressurize, but it's fine. Okay, now that we have that pressurized and everything, I want to go out here And I'd like to repair some of this wall, because I noticed at the start of the episode that this wall is a bit damaged. Is this heavy armor as well? Yeah, this is heavy armor. We can at least repair a little bit of this and get it looking tip-top shape. So let's grab this block and we'll repair this. We need some steel plates first. How could I have not foreseen this? Steel plates, please. Get this built up. And then was this also heavy armor? Did we just go heavy armor? No, we went light armor the second block. Okay. I can definitely build light armor. I'm not worried about that. Heavy armor here. And right here. And then we had a corner of heavy armor also. Okay. Okay, I'm going to actually extend the wall a tiny bit so it can go out about this far, because I want you to be able to come over this way. I'll use the same catwalk to be able to get to this area over here. Oh, hang on. I heard a ship flying around. Our drone's going by itself. Awesome. Its first maiden trip where I haven't done anything to it. It's just kind of started flying. All right, that's cool. It's just going to go do its own thing. There we go. And that's going to be our extended wall. It's going to be extended just a little bit that way. We'll put a little turret up there as well. In fact, you know what? We'll be a little cheeky. We'll put a different turret up here. Thinking maybe an assault cannon turret, because that's like the only kind. We can't put an auto cannon because that's small grid. But yeah, we'll put an assault cannon turret, I think, up there, and we'll just need to make sure we have some assault cannon shells. Yeah, so let's see if that thing actually landed over here. By the way, if it made its journey, I have a feeling it did, but we have to check anyway to make sure that it did indeed make it here. And it looks like it did, and it was unable to connect. Okay, so we'll have to manually do the connection here. Let it resume its mission. So, yeah, the switch lock seems a little bit iffy. All the times that I flew around with it, it worked, but I have seen it not work. That's the second time I've seen it not work, so, yeah. Okay, the wall's looking good. Let's grab our welder, do another welding pass, see if we can get some of this roof done. Also, this bit right here, we're actually going to replace how it was, because we're not gonna go all the way up to this roof here with our elevator. All right, looking at all of this that we have to weld, I will say that this is gonna take quite a few steel plates. Probably 20,000 steel plates total will do it. Let's hop in our welder here. Go to, on our right side, go to welder, cargo. On our left side, go to storage 1. And we're going to grab precisely 20,000 of those. I think we're either out of cobalt or nickel. I don't know which, but our metal grids seem to be having trouble producing. So let me go check real quick to see what we're out of. Cobalt or nickel. Let's see. Our cobalt's looking fine, really fine. Our nickel is out though, so we have to do a quick run on over to the nickel. Isn't that crazy how they just, you know, in the US at least, they just named a coin after a material? Like, a penny's not made of penny, and a dime's not made of dime, and a quarter's not made of quarter, but a nickel, they're just like, we'll not call it a 5 cent. We'll call it a nickel. It reminds me of like the olden times when people were like, our currency is gold and it's made out of gold. Our other currency is silver. And can you guess what it's made out of? That's right, silver. Okay, how are we looking? Status check. 169,000 nickel. We can do a little better than that. I think we can get to 200k. All right, 218,000. Maybe a little bit more? Can we get like a tiny smidgen? Tiny smidge? Just a little bit? Because I see this little bit right here. It's so tantalizing. I gotta get a little bit of it. Okay, that's enough. We'll right-click mine our way back so that we can make a nice big hole here that next time we come through here, it'll be easier to get to. And you know what? Since we're not planning on going on another mining expedition for a little bit, let's try and put this down here. I don't know if we have enough space to fit this down here. Yeah, it looks like we're fine. Okay. I will try and put it right next to the welder over there. Okay, I give up. Third person, help me. Okay, we need to be a little higher. There we go. All right. Awesome. Combat phase now active? Wait, combat phase was already active. It just went from active to active. Yeah, this shouldn't use very many of our steel plates. Now, unfortunately, it's about 5 across, and this thing goes in waves of 4. So I can do 4 at a time. So that's unfortunate for efficiency's sake, but it'll be okay. We just need to do 1 extra pass. And after welding just a little bit of this, how are we doing on stuff? Okay, it looks like we're running low on metal grids already. We only have 1.5k, so maybe we can finish this line. Probably not, though. The problem with running out of metal grids is it's hard to tell because those things will keep welding up. There we go, we're out of metal grids, and you'll see what I mean here. If we look, yeah, some of these don't have metal grids, but they look complete. It's just the game is tricking us. And how many steel plates did we use up there? We actually, okay, we're gonna need a lot more than 20k because we actually used 13k there just on that little bit. So we're probably gonna need another 15k in addition to that. So a total of 45k, 50k maybe even. Okay, I'm gonna set up another 30,000 of these to be welded. And then I think you guys are still working on this stuff. So I don't really want to put more. I guess I'll still put more of these because I am gonna need another like 10,000 of those, even 15,000. All right, here's a line right there. Done, perfect. Let's do another. This one right here. Starting with these big blocks. And we'll do a quick status check after we get this one. So real quick, let's see how we're doing. We still have plenty. In fact, we should be able to get this entire line done. Oh, looks like we have run out of steel plates. We actually ran out of steel plates before we ran out of metal grids, but we have 2 entire lines, well, almost 2 entire ones done. That's pretty good. And then we still have 2 more to do, plus that, plus, so we need about double what we've had. Oh my gosh, and we've probably used 30k already. We need about 60k iron total then. Wow, I massively underestimated that. I was like, we need 20. No, we need 60, and we needed a lot more metal grids as well than we had. All right, we've let this thing go for a little bit, so we now have plenty of steel plates. We'll grab them all, and we'll grab all these as well. Steel plates are still welding, or are still assembling rather, and I think we can get a little bit more of this done. So how many do we have total? Looks like we have 3k only. That's not that many, but we can get a little bit done with that. Okay, there's that line, and let's get as much as we can from here as well. I think we should be able to get this entire bit done. Oh, that was a hard hit on the left side. I need to check that thruster afterwards to make sure it's still okay. Quick check of materials after that one. Okay, we're still good on stuff. All right, that's that entire line done. So we now have 3 full lines done, and all we have to do now is these last 2 here. Let me make sure that our ship isn't coming back because it should be on its way over at some point. I want to make sure I don't go into its landing zone. We might be able to get all these. Definitely not this entire line, but all these right here on the side. How are we doing? Yeah, we've still got a little bit. How about now? Okay, we're out of metal grids now. Look what we got though. We got most of this done. That's pretty good. We just have to wait for more stuff to refine. Or to assemble. It's taking a long time to get that stuff done. But I think probably what we'll need to do is go do something else, and then we'll come back and then be able to weld all this stuff once it's all welded. But I think we're going to end the episode there. So that I want to reiterate, I want to do something in this series, something interesting. I don't know if it's building a large ship or if it's going to be like, you know, building a giant building or going to another planet. I don't know. I want to do something. Let me know what you guys want to see in this series. Any big project that you think would take, you know, like 5 episodes or something like that. Something cool we can do. I think would be interesting. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it. So if you like this one, what did we do in this episode even? This was just a maintenance episode, really. Just one where we went around the base, welding stuff up, and we built this entire building right here to house our self in, I guess. It's our little house building. So yeah, I think we did quite a bit in this one. But yeah, if you liked it, please hit the like button. Post any comments and suggestions for what you want to see in future episodes down below in the comments section. If you're not subscribed yet, there's a subscribe button down below if you want to get little notifications every time I post a video. There is a link to Patreon in the description if you want to become one of our patrons. You can get your name in the end credits right there. And there's a link to Discord as well if you want to join our Discord community. With that, I'll see you all in the next episode of Space Engineers Survival.